me drink some water.
No, take your time. You get a little good swish. Get a good swish in there. Yeah. So we just got through a week, the first week of the semester. Also, hey guys, welcome. Welcome to Chillcast. I'm here with my buddy Andrew. He is starting his SoundCloud career pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload exclusively other people's music on my SoundCloud. It's gonna be radio, except it's not live. And you can choose the songs that you want to play. That's what makes it unique.
Speaking of stealing intellectual property, I watched the Social Network movie with Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield. And for those who don't know, that's the movie about Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg and his friend, well, it used to be friend, Eduardo, I don't want to say his name wrong, because that'd be kind of a jerk move, Eduardo Saverin. And yeah, he basically, they were like, two best friends at Harvard.
Yeah. And that guy, Mark Zuckerberg, he had the hair. I know in the movie he's got like really curly hair. That's like the only thing I know about the movie.
The thing
he's like a jerk.
He is. He's like super, his whole character is that he's so smart that he basically just hates everyone for not being as smart as him.
I'm better than you. Yeah, I think he goes to like some lawyers and he's just like, yeah, I know the law more than you. I think, I don't know.
No, but yeah. So the partnership, the movie features the partnership of Eduardo Saverin and Mark Zuckerberg in Harvard. They start Facebook. I'm assuming the movie is pretty accurate because there's not a lot.
I don't think Mark had spaghetti hair at the time.
Well,
at least not to that extent.
Okay, maybe not the appearance.
Inaccurate.
Maybe not the appearances of the characters of the people, but like as far as like what took place, basically Mark and Eduardo started Facebook, and Eduardo was going to be the CFO and run business, and like all the money making, because he was the one putting the money into the company because Mark was broke, but Mark didn't really care about money, so like he literally was like just saying, hey, I don't have money, can you put money into the company? And Eduardo was fine with doing it, but here's where the scandal comes in the movie, the deep dark scandal. The Winklevoss twins approached Mark before he had even thought of Facebook, and they said, hey, we want to make a website kind of like MySpace and Friendster, but just for Harvard students. Like, you have to have a Harvard email and, all these different features. And he was like, okay, I'm in. And then he didn't get back to them. He kept emailing, canceling meetings, saying, I'm busy. All the while he's writing code for his website, the Facebook. It was called The Facebook first. The Facebook.
Dang. And then the sequel, it's like, like the reboots.
Yeah.
It's like they removed the, and therefore it's different. Yeah. Facebook 2003 versus the Facebook 2001 or whatever.
Exactly. But yeah, so he does that. He makes Facebook, writes millions and millions upon millions and millions of pages of code, and puts the site together. And then the Winklevoss twins start noticing this popular website being passed around, and people literally saying the phrase, hey, Facebook me later.
Yeah.
And they pull up the site, and well, I don't know if this is true in the real world, but in the movie, it has a picture of Jesse Eisenberg on the border of the website next to the Facebook. And they were ticked, of course. And they sought legal action. At first they didn't, they did. And then eventually it leads to Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg screwing over Andrew Garfield's character, Eduardo Saverin, which, of course happened in real life. By the way, Andrew Garfield in that movie, top notch. Jesse Eisenberg, He kind
His
of
hair's off.
He just that's it.
That's all I could look at.
That's
I don't even know what he looks like. It's just he's got the hair.
He kind of, when it comes to because I was thinking about this, I realized that Jesse Eisenberg plays himself in every movie, or at least he plays the same character in every movie. I guess that's not a bad thing. It just means you're really good at playing a certain character, but then that means you're kind of not that versatile. You're kind of typecasted because he plays, he plays Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman. He plays, is it Bluey in Rio? The Bluebird. He plays the Bluebird in Rio. He plays Mr. Rio himself.
Aren't they all Bluebirds?
Yeah, he plays Bluebird 1.
He plays the Twitter bird.
He plays the Twitter bird. They make a movie about Twitter and he plays the main guy. No. Yeah, he plays the same character in every movie he's in.
Yeah.
Really. Like, if you take out, like, the lore behind it, like Lex Luthor and everything, he's just the same guy.
I mean, I play the same character in all the roles I'm in.
That is true. I've noticed your work has been
I'm always Andrew. Like, I'm not...
You're just in the moment all the time.
Yeah, I'm not any different. Actually, I am different. I'm like a social chameleon. And so actually, that guy Jesse is better at being himself than I am. So maybe not. Maybe it's actually a skill that I don't know.
You ever like walk around like a bank or something, or like a public place, and try to like blend into the wall and see if you can like scare onlookers? Or
I don't blend into the wall. I blend into the people. You know.
So like if you were having too much fun in a subway, you'd have a bunch of like weird like pictures of blurry people walking by you on your body, because like that's.
Yeah, I just turn into. It's like I look like an AI recreation of what a person looks like, and it's off. That's what I look like when I'm in the public.
Have you ever seen that website, This Person Does Not Exist?
Yeah. Or it's like a fake celebrity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that website, it makes me laugh every time I visit it, because just the possibility, like think about, that website is literally created for people who want to catfish people, or at least prank someone into believing something that's not true is real. So it's like the website for gaslighting.
True. I like they have a video of like the AI scrolling through a bunch of different faces. And so you just like look and their nose is in the same spot, but everything else is changing around it. I like that. It looks like I'm on drugs when I watch that. That's cool.
So if you could go back in time and tell Jesse Eisenberg what to name Facebook, what would you tell him?
I would tell him name it Facebook and skip the whole awkward pubescent phase and just stick it to Facebook.
Would you do that? Would you do that with the guy who named it Twitter? Named Twitter Twitter? Would you tell him?
Was it called the Twitter?
I'm guessing. I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
Would you tell Mr. Twitter to change it to the Twitter?
Jack Dorsey.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. I know him.
Yeah, famous actor. Just like Jesse Eisenhower, whatever his name was.
Jesse Eisenhower. You know, he actually did a lot of speeches during World War II.
Yeah. I don't know. Twitter's a nice name. I don't really like Facebook as a name. I can't, there's got to be fake where people are saying, Facebook me. Because, like, that's not a thing, is it? People only say it by, like, Google. Like, Google that instead of.
I Googled that.
Like, no one says, I binged it, you know?
I was going to say, do you think Bing will ever beat Google, ever?
No, originally it was called Bang, and people were like, I banged it. Didn't work as well.
No, actually explain that to me. I don't get why that would not.
Just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. It's like, you know, people just don't say that. Like, I don't say, you know, let me TikTok something or whatever.
No, certain
Facebook.
Older people do say, I need to do TikTok something.
Go ahead and MySpace me. Like, that's not real. That's not real. That's fake. They just couldn't come up with a good way to have Facebook be like, oh my God, it's new and trendy, so it's not a word. That's not real. They just couldn't come up with something better to show.
I think the saddest thing about Bing is that when you search, the most searched term is
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome or Google, how to get to Google, Google Maps. Nothing related
It's
to
like
Bing.
the successful brother and the unsuccessful little brother, you know?
There's like a whole Family Guy bit where Peter is like super excited because they heard that the Bing truck is driving. Like not the Bing van instead of the Google car. It's like the Bing van. And it's got like crappy like cameras taped to it, constantly taking pictures. And like he gets all excited, and like everyone's like out on their front lawn when it passes their street, so they can be in the Bing maps that no one will visit unless they're really bored.
Dude, I haven't seen I've only seen one.
I haven't seen a Family Guy.
I've only seen one Family Guy bit, and it was like, I think the episode Peter found his like long lost family.
Yeah.
And so it was a bunch of different Peters. They were all like different people, but they were all Peter, and they were like, they were talking in like fart speak. It was like a rhythmic farts. It reminded me of the scene of what's it called? Space Chimps or whatever, where the guy's playing Axel F on the numpad. That's what it reminded me of. They were like speaking through farts, and I quickly closed the browser tab when that started happening.
No, I respect that decision, honestly. I think your life is better for it.
Yeah, it's like there was like a whole episode on YouTube, and I just skipped to the middle. That started playing. I pressed Control and W at the same time to close the tab. And I also had my VPN on, so no one knows I did that.
Well, now people know. Now you, the audience,
I mean,
knows
it's been long enough
that this man
I saw
has seen Family Guy.
Fart bit, and I closed it.
Fartbit.com.
Yeah. Let me go Fartbit that real quick.
Let me go Fartbit.
Yeah.
Let me go. Hey, Geometry Dash me later. iPad me later.
Dude, Netflix me later.
Dude, wait, we got access to Netflix? Nice.
Nice, turn that on. Hold on.
Oh gosh, get that off the screen.
Quick, I let you
change it. Change it. Yeah.
Hold on, change it to something better.
I like that a lot.
Dude, I'm not going to say anything. Because you can put whatever you want there. So I'm just going to keep it neutral.
I just ruined your whole career.
Yeah.
Out of context.
You see Tiananmen Square or whatever, like, oh wow, that's awesome.
or
life changing.
Tiananmen Square, and you're like, that's not real. That didn't happen. What are you talking about?
What? Quick, change the channel.
Did you guys like that? That was
really exciting for us in real time. You could have what you could do is just not show anything, and it'll just be really awkward.
We just look like idiots. But no, honestly, I don't think we need a green screen for that. We're pretty good at that. Self-esteem.
Dang.
Mr. Facebook man, Mark Zuckerberg. What do you think of him?
I think he's this cool, swell guy. He likes grilling, and he had a live stream where he grilled, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you know that? It's actually real, by the way. It's real.
I like that. It's real.
Dude, I also like the image where he's like he's like water skiing or whatever, and he's like he's so thick in that picture. Like his butt is so rotund in that
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
He's got like a ton of sunscreen on. I like that picture.
But he has a lot of time on his hands, being Mr. Facebook.
Exactly. What he does on his free time, he grills, he goes water skiing, and he does squats.
He's just a swell guy, He did debatably he. I don't even know if that's a word. Supposedly, I don't know if you can really consider him an intellectual thief. I mean, to be fair, Winklevoss twins approached him with an idea, right? And he didn't go through with it. And his argument, like in the proceedings, was that he didn't use a line of code that wasn't his.
Exactly. He did all the hard work.
He did the hard work.
Oh, look, this is a cool website I found, or that I came up with, where all the college students are together.
And the thing is, the only, what kept me from really being in support of the Winklevoss twins was the fact that And it really emphasizes in the movie that how like they have a very rich background and like you can tell they just get things.
And
they
they've
want
got
in
like the
life.
most evil name of all time.
Winklevoss twins.
Yeah, like what?
That sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah,
you know, or two villains really. Let's unmask them. Who is it, gang? Oh, the Winklevoss twins.
What? I can't believe it.
Oh, you meddling kids! They start like screaming.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. What do you expect?
I do feel sorry for Eduardo. Andrew Garfield, Eduardo Saverin, because he's he's a real guy, obviously, and if the relationship and the friendship that they portrayed was any like somewhat real, then the betrayal that happened between them is just kind of evil. Like it seems like it'd be out of character of Mark Zuckerberg to do that within the movie. You know, the character they established within the movie, it seems so out of character. But because it's based on real events, it makes me wonder how they changed his character in the film. Because the friendship they portrayed would not lead to him screwing his friend over to get more shareholders. And then not screwing over his new friend that he made, Sean something, who basically was kind of like the antagonist of the film in a way and kind of pulled him away from Eduardo and like gave him really bad advice, really good, but also bad advice, you know? And he was into the drugs. So that Sean guy, he was into the drugs, into the underaged variety.
Quick, change the channel.
Transition. No, but anyway, yeah, that betrayal was just evil. And it's sad to think, it's sad to know that it's real. Like the settlement they reached. I'm glad they actually, within the settlement, Eduardo got a lot of money, and he also got his name put back on the website as the co-founder, which is, I think, is justice, But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It hurt me personally. When I was watching the movie, I was like, dang, that's just not right. Also, Andrew Garfield is just a really good actor. So maybe that's why I felt so connected to the story. But yeah. Anyway, segue. What's on the internet? What's the internet right now?
That's a good question. Everything's on the internet. There's something I've seen recently is on Twitch. People have been watching a lot of Masterchef and a lot of anime on Twitch. But I don't watch that. I mean, it's kind of fun, I guess, but like, they're like in the middle of like Naruto or whatever. Like, I'm not just gonna start watching then,
We're in the middle of the series.
Yeah, it's like, great, I missed it, and I've got the other, 100 episodes left, so I can't watch this streamer for now. I go over to the next stream they're watching, and they're in like the finale of the Masterchef season, which at least that you can like just start watching whenever, and like, you get it.
It's episodic.
Well, it's
kind of not episodic.
It's not episodic, but all the the people are like
changing.
No, it's like in MasterChef they've got like all the chefs, and then only one of them will come to MasterChef, and throughout the season they build up, and so it's like you can figure out, like, you don't need to know the past events to know what's going on.
You don't need to know the deep lore of Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Leslie or whatever. You just need to know that the chat likes Leslie. They're all Leslers, and that's it. And you can just watch.
Fans.
Yeah, you can watch in the middle of season, and it's nicer.
Shout out to Leslie.
I'm a Lesler.
You're a good cook.
Exactly. There was another guy, but I don't remember his name. I think his name was Shane or something.
He was like Mark Zuckerberg or something.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenhower. Yeah. I do enjoy watching cooking shows. It's something that I watch with my brother and sister a lot. We like the show Chopped. Have you seen Chopped?
No.
Or Chopped Junior. We watch that more. Basically, it's typical cooking show.
Does any of them have Gordon Ramsay in it?
No, it's got some other guy that's like a big cooking guy that his voice is very recognizable.
Then I don't care.
Oh, dang. But no, basically, there's a couple judges that are really famous chefs, and then a bunch of kids are tasked, like really talented kids are tasked with cooking a meal with really weird ingredients.
That sounds like MasterChef, except with kids.
Well, there's like that. There's Chopped, which is that, but for adults, and there's Chopped Junior, which is just the same premise with kids. Which that Chopped Junior is more interesting because
they're kids and they suck.
Because they're kids. No, because they're amazing at cooking at such a young age.
But they still suck. They're more prone to mistakes, and it's always fun. Like, oh whoops! I just dropped all my spaghetti on the floor.
I just have 3-degree burns.
I have 5 seconds left to make a whole new dish. That's the fun part. Not freaking MasterChef. They keep doing this thing where like they're so perfect, and they do this like skid mark on the plate, and it's like, oh my god, where's the interesting part? I want them to mess up.
We need conflict.
Exactly. That's the fun. No one. Oh my god, everything is going well. Their fresh pizza pie looks awesome. Bada bing, bada boom. Episode's done. And you're like, okay, awesome. And they had to pad it out so it's 20 minutes long.
What Andrew's trying to say is he just wants to see those kids suffer.
Yeah, I want to see them crying. I want the camera to get a little intrusive, a little too close.
Just zoom in. Keep doing that. It's good.
Yeah, the kids trying to turn away, getting off set. The cameraman's following them outside the building.
Completely invades their privacy.
Exactly.
Hey, they signed that contract now. But I wouldn't. If I had a nickel for every time, like when the timer was about to run out, and then they like just completely screw up, or they burn something that's like really crucial, and you can tell because their final plate, because they have to make like 3 plates of the same thing. They're just like a missing ingredient completely that was part of the original prompt, and then I was like, yeah, I burned it, and they're gonna get kicked out. They're gonna cry and get kicked out.
True.
But you
That's
hope,
the best part.
because you hope little Timmy will persevere because he's good.
Because it's like and it's always like the ruined dish goes to the really harsh critiquer.
Yeah.
And the other 2 nice ones get the good ones.
Jeffrey,
this is trash.
This is absolutely trash.
Your worst dish.
You suck.
You don't deserve to be on the show. And then like the other judge who's like a baker and like has the heart of gold is like, yeah, this is really great. This is awesome.
This is good.
I have no comments. And then Gordon Ramsay's like, this sucks.
What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich.
Exactly. And the kids start crying. That's all I want.
I think Gordon Ramsay judging kids' food is like a new low for Gordon Ramsay. Because like even if they're talented, that's just like
they're
completely
asking for
cruel.
It, they're asking for it.
I wouldn't.
That's why they're on the show.
If I was on Chopped Junior as a wee 8-year-old, I wouldn't.
You'd be one of the nice chefs. You see, that's the problem. There are nice people who would be like, everyone's great, and then no one gets kicked out.
No, I'm saying like if I was a contestant, I would not want. If I was a wee 8-year-old, I would not want Gordon Ramsay screaming at my face because I would cry.
Yeah, I'd throw a tantrum and like
just throwing pans.
Throw my whole hot oil at his face.
I should have won.
Yeah.
We should. Okay.
We should watch Kitchen Nightmares live on Twitch. We're not gonna get banned.
Well, I mean, it worked for Pokimane.
Yeah.
We should.
Actually, Pokimane did get banned, so.
Yeah, but she's Pokimane, so it's a little blip in her career, really.
I suppose.
We should sign up for Chopped Junior.
True, and I'm gonna do the skid mark thing, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, 10,000 points."
We could go to This Person Does Not Exist and see how far that gets us on the application. Like, make an image for ourselves, like put in just a bunch of BS information and see, how one is to get to that show.
True. No, you gotta send a video though. Usually, right?
Oh no!
Like,
how are we gonna do that?
Send a video where you you show off your personality. Like, hello, my name is, Jane.
How good are you at deep faking?
Terrible. I've never done it.
Dang, we're kind of screwed. Because maybe I could do that. Maybe they won't even tell. Like I'll just put a blocky image of that person over my face and have it keyframe it to move around on my face when I'm talking, and I'll do a high pitched voice, see if it'll get by them. Yeah, no, I think this will work.
I don't think so. I don't have enough hope. I don't have any hope. All right, I've lost it.
But
not to mention, I can't even cook.
It's snowing outside. Anything is possible right now. If it's snowing,
I guess we're literally in the mountains, so it's not actually that crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why we built Chillcast HQ in the mountains.
Because it's cool.
It is cool. The scenery is great, but like, Wi-Fi though.
We have fiber actually here.
We get what?
We get fiber. We get fiber up here. So actually,
I know, but what about the Wi-Fi though? I know we have like
fiber.
I know I eat enough Cheerios to give a good amount of fiber.
Yeah,
but what about the Wi-Fi? No, but what?
Listen,
the Cheerios. I eat a lot of Cheerios.
And one right makes a right.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah. Quick, change the channel.
Was that the bite of 87?
I just like to imagine like two businessmen like arguing over the word fiber. Like they're using the different meanings. They just keep arguing and like they're late for an appointment because they're arguing over. No, that's what Mark Zuckerberg and
exactly
Eduardo.
Exactly.
That's what they were arguing over before the company split or before he split.
Dude, I can't believe this remote's working. It has no batteries in it.
That's the magic of Chillcast.
God, I'm changing the channel right now.
Dang. Has this bit gotten old yet? You guys still watching this?
Oh my god, that's neutral.
Here's Andrew's IP address. Here's that home address.
Boom, boom, boom. UDP enabled. This is longitude. This is latitude.
Google Maps.
Boom. IPv4.
No, Bing
IPv6.
Maps. Bing Maps.
Boom. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Change the channel.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be a lot of work for you, but for me, I just get to sit back.
So.
And?
I mean.
You what now?
I feel like we're just like speaking in thumbnails.
Yeah.
Like
this is
clickbait.
I don't know why I keep looking at it. Something about it's mesmerizing. It's because the two power buttons.
Enough with the remote. See, one's for the power of the building, one's for the TV.
Yeah, I won't play with anyone. I'll just.
Shout out to us. We have a Twitter now. I think it's at Chillcast4 because I think Chillcast was taken, but like my name on Twitter.
And
is
1,
Chillcast.
and 2, and 3 were taken.
No, it just automated to at Chillcast4.
It's a cursed number. Do you know that?
It better not
cursed. It actually is.
But yeah, go click on the channel banner or in the description, and check our Discord and our Patreon out because that would help.
Give us money.
That's basically what we're saying. But hey, you do that to other people. So
if you don't give us money, I'm gonna change the channel and something horrific's gonna show up.
Don't make him do it. Don't make him do it.
All right, as the most horrific thing that you could find on YouTube is gonna show up on the green screen if you don't do it.
Yeah, if you don't become a patron. Bad things. I'm just saying I can't threaten you, but bad things will happen if you don't become a patron.
Exactly.
Yeah. But speaking of just future plans, which, it doesn't make any sense because we weren't referencing future plans, but I'm just going to go with it. Speaking of future plans. No, they're
planning in the future giving us money on Patreon.
That's it. But yeah, I'm thinking, I like the setup. What do you think?
This is cool. We've got 2 lights instead of 3. Actually 6. We've got down. 2. So upgrades.
Yeah.
Upgrades.
And
we've also got this thing which I bought literally like 6 months ago and never used. So
you actually took it from just a man off the street. Like he had bought it, but you just said, "I want that." And you
thanks, man.
It,
It's tough out there being a streamer, Dog eat dog. All right.
Yeah, we didn't have to spit in the cereal though. That was a weird one.
This is live footage of me stealing from a homeless guy.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There it is. Oh my god, that's horrific what I did.
That just means you have to film yourself.
I had to be an old lady with a stick to get this.
Oh man. I think there's been like 3 separate videos where I or someone else has talked about Spider-Man in the last few videos because how great the new movie was, but we've talked about it
No
enough.
spoilers. No, actually, I don't know how old it is. I don't know if anyone cares. Does anyone care?
If someone took that out of context, you'd be in hot water.
True.
I'm not going to use
care?
that clip.
Does anyone care
No,
about
stop.
this?
Enough with the
What
microphone.
is that? Come on, who
Enough
cares?
with the microphone. Enough with the green screen.
But what about this?
Oh my gosh. Okay. But okay, hypothetical time. You were planning on testifying against this like mob boss, right? And
Is it the day of his daughter's wedding?
well, if he's in court, I would hope not.
Okay.
But you plan on testifying against him because you're a witness. You're a key witness, but they protected your identity from him. You're in witness protection. You know, there's like a safe house and everything. If a little green troll walked up to you and offered you $8 billion, but you'd have to reveal your identity to the mob boss. Obviously, you still have security. You know, they wouldn't stop protecting you.
What did I do to the mob boss?
Well, you're testifying against him. That's what you're going to do. You know,
I'm just gonna talk about him.
You know, you'd have to reveal your identity. Obviously, like the police are not just going to disappear. You still have protection, but anything could happen.
Yeah, I would do it. $8 billion. That's like more money than there is like on Earth.
Wait, how much did you say?
8 billion.
Yeah, 8 billion. Yeah, that's
a lot of money. I could destroy the economy with that money. You know?
Yeah.
So like, what's that guy gonna do? I could literally like buy him. With that money.
You pay him to go to jail.
Yeah.
But then he just makes bond and then attacks you.
Yeah, anyway. I go on the dark web and I buy every single hitman, and at least one of them has to be real.
But then you would be committing a crime, and then someone would testify against you.
No, I'm not. They're the ones doing it. They're the ones killing them, and it's through Bitcoin, which is perfectly secure, private.
Just for future reference, if you want to hire a hitman, use Bitcoin. Yeah,
actually, Bitcoin is not private, but they have to know your wallet ID. So,
I think some like, I'm not a sportsman myself, but I heard that like some sports people are like asking to be paid in Bitcoin.
So you said you're not a sportsman. I literally have not looked at sports in my entire life. So you're asking the wrong person.
But I don't know who it was, but that's just kind of interesting to me. Like that.
Because it's been appreciating in value.
Yeah. I just think it went from like a meme to more of a meme to a legit thing, and then now it's both, I think.
Yeah, and also because the U.S. economy is going to crash soon. Check out this graph.
No!
Check out the margin debt. No, put up the margin debt graph. Boom, there it is. All right, you can see in the year 2000, it's like it went up, and then boom, economic crash, it went down. 2008, it went up, boom, economic crash, it went down. If you look now, 2020, it's like way up there. It's going to crash again, all right?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm converting all my money into Bitcoin.
See, we're starting Chillcoin. It's launching pretty soon. So
exactly.
Look out for it. It'll be at Walmart, Taylor,
Taylor?
retailers. Some guy named Taylor, my friend Taylor, he's selling it for me. No, Target, and all of your local retailers.
And JCPenney.
JCPenney and Belk. I hate Belk, but I'm working with them for some
Dollar
reason.
Tree.
Dollar
General.
See, you know, this is how we make our Facebook. You know, Chillcast will become
the Chillcoin.
The Chillcoin.
I'm gonna Chillcoin that real quick.
Yo, Chillcoin me later. Oh, thanks for paying the check. I'll just send you some Chillcoin. See, it flows off the tongue. It's gonna work. Also, you're my CFO, buddy. You're my CFO.
That's not a good sign.
When they say buddy, and they never say buddy ever.
I'm gonna get Chillcoined.
You're gonna get blue pilled. Facebook pilled. Oh my gosh. Also, I'm having this premonition. You're gonna be played by Andrew Garfield in a future movie about Chillcoin. Wasn't it called?
Because he looks exactly like me with the hair.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield and you. You show me like a side by side picture.
Show it. Wow.
Basically the same person, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this was a pretty good episode. I had fun. We learned a lot. We learned. I keep looking at the screen. The camera's right here. We learned a lot about each other, I think.
We learned this. We learned this. We learned this and this and this and this. I'm gonna hit it at 30 frames per second, so you have to change the thing every frame. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
We also learned this. I don't know why we want to learn that, but we learned that.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching. Please follow us on Twitter, subscribe, check our Patreon.
And also, we're gonna upload YouTube Shorts soon, right?
We're uploading shorts. We're uploading shorts.
If any, I don't. Have there been any 1 minute segments that work as a short in this?
There's been this
in this episode.
There's been this one.
All right, I'm gonna press the power button on both.